welcome to Due Process. I'm Mikiel Singh.
I'm Brigid Rowe.
And I'm Kathleen Dwyer.
And on today's episode, we wanted to introduce you to a new tool on Lexis and do it in a manner that we usually do and frame it in terms of a case that's currently going on. Now, this one revolves around the documentary Operation Varsity Blues on Netflix. Have either of you seen this one yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. I've seen it
Not
there
yet.
on Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet.
All right.
It sounds like a real drama, though.
Well, there was drama in terms of, you remember, was it Aunt Becky from Full House? Yeah, she's one of the parties involved in this. So it's a number of high-profile celebrities and other individuals who have paid a lot of money to kind of get their kids into very good universities. They did this by portraying them as athletes, and there's this whole system that this other guy did to get them in there. But as you could imagine, there's a number of different lawsuits coming out of it. One is a family that's suing Netflix for defamation, and even within that, there's other issues like, should this be in federal court? Does the son have standing? Should it just all right be dismissed? So I think it would just be interesting to take a look at the parties and the players in this case with an analytical view using that litigation analytics tool. And for those of you who haven't seen that yet, it's within the Lexis Plus platform. It combines Lex Machina data analytics with expansive court coverage. So with that, we're going to get this high level insights into the behavior and trends of attorneys, judges, courts, law firms. So, with that, I think, Kathleen, there was one way that you like to use this tool with your clients, and we can do it again in context of this case. So I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Yeah, and while you get set up, it's such an easy tool to use, actually. So literally all you have to do is type in the court, judge, attorney, or law firm. So I think we should look up Howard Cooper, who is one of the attorneys filing in this case.
I think he's filing on behalf of the family, right?
Yes. And you'll see he's there on the bottom right. So we have information from 62 cases of his. And this will break down cases by type, by year, and so on. So let's take a look. He does have a lot of contract cases there, not nearly as many torts. So that's definitely something to note as far as Mr. Cooper's experience. As you keep scrolling down, you'll see the number of cases filed by year. So 2021 is actually one of his heavier caseloads. We're only about halfway through. So he may be already stretched a little thin as far as timing. But they did file in Massachusetts District Court. So that's definitely worth noting because Mr. Cooper probably has relationships with many of the judges in that court. He probably knows them, they know him, to whatever extent. So, if there is a possibility to move this case, that might be worth doing. But as far as party roles, Mr. Cooper's pretty half and half. So he definitely knows how to play the game as plaintiff or defendant. He knows what questions or strategies to predict. So you're not going to catch him off guard there. But then if you look at the timing to key events, you can actually see the median timing it takes for him to get to motion to dismiss or summary judgment or to termination of the case. And so you'll see that information there near the bottom. But the final piece of information that you get is the juicy, sweet damages awards. So you'll see that great number down at the bottom for damages awarded in cases with Howard Cooper as an attorney. And I know clients love seeing those numbers in particular.
Yes, that is impressive. by Mr. Cooper. And you can actually see what's really interesting is to see the damages that judges award. And in this case, maybe what the judge in this case is likely to award. And you can also see that with our litigation analytics that use those information from, or that information from Lex Machina. So Mikiel, if you click on Lexis Plus at the top, it will take you back to the litigation analytics landing page. And you can actually go to where it says quick tools, and you can compare courts and judges. And I thought it would be nice to compare the judge in this case, which is Mark Lawrence Wolf. And we can compare him with another judge in the US District Courts for Massachusetts, Nathaniel Gordon. And with litigation analytics, we're going to get a high-level overview of the experience and case types and number of cases that these judges file every year since 2009. So we can see here that when comparing the judges, Nathaniel Gordon always has had more every year, a little more experience. And if we scroll down to cases by type, and we go down to torts specifically, for this kind of defamation issue, we can see that Judge Gordon has a lot more experience in this area. And it's just very, very interesting to see how different the two are on not only just cases in general, but this particular practice area. And Mikiel, if you want to scroll back up to 2021, so if we just want to take a look at this year alone, you can click on the number 23 for Mark Lawrence Wolf, and we can see the type of cases that he's been doing this year. So we can see he hasn't really done, he's done a few tort cases, but not a ton of cases or as many as Judge Gordon. So in terms of getting a high level experience information and analytics, if it's me, I'm thinking Judge Gordon might be better, although Judge Wolf isn't as strapped for time. So we have those kind of insights that we're getting here. And
and I think a lot of folks will appreciate the fact that you're seeing the source of the data. So why those numbers are what they are, to help put things in a little bit better perspective in addition to the graphics there, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and Lex Machina and CourtLink are where we're getting our insights for litigation analytics. So it's really nice to know that you have the power of these trusted tools, and that's what's giving you this nice insight and charts on this tool. And we have the same time to key events here. So you're going to see the median times that it takes for the judges to dismiss a case. So Judge Gordon seems to be a lot quicker in that regard.
Yeah, he's getting these through, huh? That's why his numbers are so high up there.
Right.
Come out.
Summary judgment, he gets to the summary judgment quite a bit quicker than Judge Wolf as well. So in
I'm gonna guess that he gets the trial faster as well.
Yeah,
huh?
Bang for your buck. Wow. Judge Gordon is going to get to trial faster for you. You know, and it depends on what you're looking for, I guess. If you want a judge that, you know, could it indicate thoroughness? Could it indicate, hey, this judge just has the experience and gets the process done faster? Those are good questions to ask, and you get these kind of insights with litigation analytics. And termination, because that's always one that I am interested in when I look at a judge. And it looks like Judge Gordon, again, faster to terminate a case than Judge Wolf as well. So, and if we go down to damages, Judge Gordon awards a lot more damages. So depending on what side you're on, he might be the better judge for you.
Let's get Judge Gordon. I'm in.
Yep. Yep. I am.
Well, yeah. If I'm representing the Wilsons, I definitely would rather have Judge Gordon.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, so we saw with litigation analytics today just how quickly you can get really great insights with the power of Lex Machina and CourtLink from on an attorney, if you're looking just for one attorney or comparing attorneys and firms, and also judges. If you're comparing judges, if you're interested in possibly removing or changing venue, you just get really, really good information there.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today, and we look forward to bringing you the next episode. Take care.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.